name's Andy. Thanks for coming back for another video on the Lawn Father YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about irrigation, how to adjust sprinkler heads, and how to repair nozzles if you need to. Okay guys, so these are going to be your most common parts in sprinkler heads that you may have an issue with, and the tools that you need to adjust them to make them work the way that you need to, or to just all out replace them. So all of these, you're going to have your lateral line that comes through the dirt, and you're either going to have a T and it keeps on going, or you're going to have a 90 that comes up to a riser. So these just screw in to the bottom of here, just like that, and then the T into your lateral line. Water pressure comes up, fills the body of this, pushes your shaft up, and whatever nozzle you have on the end of that does whatever action it is. This is just a 360, so all this does is just spray water out in a 360 pattern. And these are just your run-of-the-mill, just heavy water coming out. Now these nozzles are replaceable, and what I like to use are called R-vans. So these are the ones that you watch and they actually spin around. This spins, and these are adjustable from 0 to 270 degrees of arc. And you just press down on this, turn it to whatever you want it to be, and then you get the spiral effect. So these are adjustable on how far out they go on the radius as well. So as you spin this to the right, hear that? That's as far as it'll go. This is a 4-foot to 16-foot, and I was incorrect. It is 45 degrees to 270 degrees. So you're going to have a dead stop point to where you can't adjust, and that is noted on these by this white line. So if we put the white line straight ahead, we can't adjust that just by turning this. So what you can do on these is you can turn these clockwise only. Won't hurt it. Once it's in the ground and you have this tight, you can then adjust the shaft itself until this white line is your left stop point. And then you can push this down and adjust your right stop point. And then again, this is your distance. So this tool, it comes in very handy. It's exactly for this reason, just to hold that so you can change your nozzle. And there are dozens of different distances, designs, wedged, corners, whatever you need. I get mine from Sprinkler Warehouse. Those are pretty good. So this is for a much larger area that you need a blanket of water, right? So this is a Rainbird 42 SA Plus, 26 to 38 feet. And these work the same way. I have your lateral line coming across. This is a riser. So the riser's for the 3/4 inch, what these are, 3/4 inch inlet. These are adjustable, or customizable, I should say. You can cut these to make the different height that you need. And these would screw in. And one thing to note on these is the left stop is controlled by how far down you screw it into the riser. So you go to the right, to the stop, and back to the left. So that is my left stop now. So if you know when you're installing it, if you want it to come this way, you set it on the threads at that angle, and then you screw it in until it's tight. You don't have to crank these down. You will crack the bottom of the sprinkler head. So you just want these snug. And on these, you'll have a plus and a minus here. I can't find the tool, but all it is a small flathead screwdriver. So this is your left stop, and you control your right stop with these. There's a screw underneath this rubber. You stick your screwdriver in, and you turn it to the right, and that gives you more. You turn it to left, it gives you less. There's also a screw right here where you can adjust the distance. So the more you tighten it down, the shorter it goes. The more you loosen it up, the farther it goes. And your range on that is 26 to 38 feet. And I have 9 of these so far that I'm going through and replacing these old Hunters because they leak and they're loud and I just don't like them. And with the same tool, the flathead screwdriver will have like a little T on it, and you stick that in this slot and you turn it 90 degrees, and that allows you to pull Yeah, you can't do it without it. That allows you to pull the head out if you need to change this nozzle, because these are replaceable as well. So right now I do need to change one 1800 head that you saw in the beginning of the video, or nozzle that you saw in the beginning of the video. So let's run out there and do that. All right, so we got to get this bad boy up out of the ground, and I'm pretty sure that I destroyed this over the winter when I was driving in corner stakes, so I knew where to stop with the snowblower and I wouldn't tear up the grass. And I'm pretty sure I pounded right down on top of that, but I got to pull this whole head out, get it straight up. But all we got to do is unscrew that one, and you can see that one's just destroyed. And we're just replacing it with the same thing. So again, we got to remember our left stop line. And our left stop line is definitely in the wrong direction. Get that lined up so we're not watering the sidewalk. And we're done. So I'm just going to turn on the ratio and make sure that our right stop is in the right way. I'm pretty sure I need to replace that entire head. Okay. So we just push that down and make that go to the angle that we want it to. And we're in business. Got them all running, at least for here. Now, if you set these with the distance too low, you'll get an issue like this, to where it doesn't want to spin because it's not letting the pressure through. And I need to go over and I need to replace that one and that one with some 360 heads, but I just don't have any right now. But that is how you change the nozzle on a Rainbird 1800 series sprinkler head. All right guys, so that's gonna do it for me today. Just a quick, simple, easy video on how to fix your sprinklers. Don't need to call a repairman to come out and charge a couple $100 just to replace the top or even replace the nozzle itself. One thing I can show you real quick is that if you have to change the entire assembly itself, these heads screw off. And don't worry about taking one off. Don't worry, you can't hurt anything. It's a built-in assembly, all comes out in one piece. And this is all a sprinkler head is. There are lines down here to keep these places in spot. And you can just take them apart. And this is how they work. Your water pressure comes in the bottom, it builds up pressure in the top, pushes this head up, and then just one piece works itself. That's it. That's all there is to it. So if you have to take one and you need to change an entire assembly, you just pull the head off, and with this tool, you just shove it down into the bottom, and where that goes is just right here where your riser connects. So you're just gonna unscrew that, righty tighty, lefty loosey. You pull it out, your riser is gonna come with it. Switch to the bottom, take the riser out of the assembly, and you put a whole new assembly on it, put your riser back in, screw it back in, do your adjustments, and you're done. It's really simple. You don't have to go out and pay somebody thousands of dollars to come out and replace a couple sprinkler heads. So that's going to do it for today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks. Have a good day, guys.